Alright, we just put the first 25 or so rounds through this pistol here. This is a Colt M45A1 USMC CQBP pistol, as if they didn't have enough names for it. Now, by now, most people know what these are. They've been talked about for the last 3-4 years. This is the current contract gun that the Colt's shipping to the Marine Corps. It is essentially an enhanced or upgraded Colt railgun, which is itself an upgraded XSE. Now, originally when these came out, dealer cost on them was around $1,900, with retail going anywhere from $2,100 to $3,500. That version came from the Colt Custom Shop, came with an Otis cleaning kit, and came in a green Pelican case. This version here is the standard production version, the same type they're sending to the Marines. It just comes off the floor at Colt. It comes in the standard Colt blue box with just the 2 magazines as accessories. So these cost about $1,600-1,700, so quite a bit less, and they do have quite a few upgrades. Starting at the top, we've got Novak dovetailed sights with Trigicon inserts for night use. You've got enlarged front and rear slide serrations that make cocking a lot easier. You've got a GI style bushing guide rod up front, which the XSE doesn't have. A lot of people like that because it makes disassembly a lot easier. Stiff, new. You have a true Picatinny rail underneath, full length, full size. It's also heavy duty reinforced frame here, a little bit heavier than on a railgun. Flared and lowered ejection port, very common for most modern 1911s. Wilson ambidextrous and extended safety. Commander style ring hammer. Extended and upswept beaver tail with this extension bump on the back. Flat mainspring housing, which is made of metal. Also has a lanyard loop on the bottom. G10 grips with the relief here to show how you can get to the magazine release a little faster. And as Colt does with a lot of their higher end guns, it's kind of relieved here. So your hand gets just a little bit higher purchase on it than on a regular 1911. Just a quarter inch or so, but it really does make handling it just a little bit easier. So this basically comes with all the upgrades you would find on most modern higher-end 1911s. As you saw, it comes with Wilson Combat mags. These are the 7-shot that it comes with 2 of these. The military didn't want to go with 8 because of tradition, I guess, and just reliability. They weren't convinced. As you can see, it's Cerakoted, this tan, which was actually specified by the Marines, not by Colt. And as you can also see, it after you put a couple of dozen rounds through it, it leaves a nice black ring on the end of the barrel. Of course, it'll wipe right off, or clean right off, but still something most 1911 people will just be thrilled about, I'm sure. This one's roll marked M45A1. The earlier ones were roll marked USMC, but Colt had to change that due to copyright and governmental reasons. It still has the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor prefix serial number. I guess it's on this side, but or not prefix, suffix, I should say. These are pretty much the modern 1911 that the military's purchased. I believe they have about 10,000 so far out of a 12,000 contract, with the possibility of more. And it's basically just an enhanced 1911 gun. It shoots really well. We had no problems either with ball or hollow point ammo, which you would expect out of a higher end Colt. No difficulties there. But yeah, I had 3 of these come into the shop last month and was thrilled to get them. They're still not easy to get, but at least the price is coming down from what they were a couple of years ago. But for a military collector such as myself and someone who just wants a really nice 1911, if you were to take an XSE or a Springfield, and try to upgrade it with all the things, you'd be in at about this much money. And at least this one has some unique features, such as the slide serrations and reinforced frame that you can't get with any other 1911 out of the factory. But yeah, just an indulgence, I guess, but a nice one. Oh, it also has, not to forget, a double recoil spring up front, which is meant to tame recoil a little bit. It does make retracting the or slide a little stiffer, but it also means when it recoils, it is a little less punishing. So a little bit milder recoil to a 1911 than usual. Trigger's nice on it. I'd say about 5 pounds, maybe 5.5. Pretty crisp. Very little creep and no grit. Nice, and the trigger's made of metal. But yeah, I just thought we'd share. This is 4th of July, so I thought we'd do an American gun. And thanks for tuning in.